Okay, so I've decided to make this video based on truths and misconceptions about Ireland. Before I start, I would just like to say when I say Ireland, I mean Northern Ireland and Ireland as a whole. And when I say Derry, I mean Derry/Londonderry. Before someone gets offended or starts sending me crap. And so that please take it lightly, and I don't want a lot of hate or sectarian arguments in my YouTube. So here we go. Truths and misconceptions about Ireland. It's not even really truths and misconceptions, it's more just false accusations. Some I just need to clear up and some which are very silly. The reason I'm doing this video is with all this rioting in Belfast, I feel that we've come such a long way and we're getting thrown straight back into the past, but I just want to say we're not all like that. I'm definitely not, neither are any of my friends or family. But, so yeah, that was the first point. We're not all sectarian. We're not all assholes who fight over a bit of fabric on a pole. Moving on. We don't all like Guinness. I know Guinness is made here, but to be quite honest, it tastes like liquid smoke and it's disgusting and we don't all drink it. So when I come to England and I go into a pub, I don't want any more people being like, sure, I'll buy you a Guinness. I don't want one. Why can't you just buy me a drink and let me pick the drink? Guinness is disgusting. Moving on from Guinness, we're not all alcoholics. A strange misconception made about Ireland is that we are all, in fact, alcoholics and that we live in pubs, pretty much. But we're not, and to be quite honest, well, I don't know, so I can't really make a statement, but from the soaps such as Coronation Street, Emmerdale, EastEnders, the English spend an awful lot of time in pubs. Like, a lot more than we do. And, you know, they have alcohol every day, it seems like, which we don't. However, though, I do have to say that the majority of people from here, if they are drinking, they do drink to get pissed, to get drunk. They don't just have a casual drink. Because we're all up for a bit of fun, I suppose, and it helps listen to the mid and get a bit of music going. Crack doesn't mean drugs. I have noticed time and time again, if people have me on MSN back in the day or whatever, and I would say, well, what's the crack? They'd be like, what? Are you trying to sell me drugs? I don't do crack. When I say crack, I mean C-R-A-I-C. I don't mean crack as in you're a crack whore. Crack in Ireland means, well, how's it going? Is there any gossip? What's the crack? That's what it means. And we all say it, and we all just know how to answer that because that's just an everyday question in the life of this country. This is a bit of a stupid one. We don't live in huts. I know most people know we don't live in huts. But my boyfriend was on Xbox Live one day and we actually managed to convince this American, I'm not saying all Americans are stupid, but this one certainly was. We managed to convince this American that we lived in huts and that we don't have electric whilst we were on Xbox Live. That's something I had to put in. Also, here is well, it's not a truth, I don't think, for my generation. For the older generation, I would say that yes, we are very, very religious. There's church and there's chapel, and the older generation do tend to go every Sunday, or if it's chapel, Saturday night, or mass, or whatever you want to call it, and go quite a few times as well. Notice that if a younger generation mentions even questioning God, it can turn into a huge big fight. It's basically religion, and which is why I don't really follow anything because it's stupid. Peace is all I really want. I think it's great if you have a belief, don't get me wrong. If you have faith in something that strong, that's great, but I just don't, and yeah, that's a truth. Something I also wanted to put into this video is things you may not know. You may not know that we only recently got a Nando's and Lush and those sorts of franchises. I'm pretty sure there's like 100 other franchises in England and America that we don't yet have. My brother's living in England and I was over there during the summer, and they have things like Krispy Kremes, which was amazing. I love Krispy Kremes, and Giraffe, and other franchises like that that we don't have. We've got the basics: McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, Starbucks. We got Starbucks. I feel that we got Starbucks around the time I was 13, 14, because it was when everybody my age went mad for it, and I think it was simply for the reason that we had it. And we don't have a lot of big franchises. Another thing is phrases that we use that you probably won't know. And also I want to say about these phrases, where I live for college, I live in Derry, and all the people I live with are from Letterkenny, which is down south. And even they say phrases that I don't know, and I say phrases that they don't know. So here's a little lesson in phrases from the Irish. Wheesht. Wheesht basically means shush, shut up, be quiet. But we do also say, would you hold your wheesht? Hold your wheesht. It just means, would you hold on a minute. We're very weird with our language. Another one is cub. And you would say that in a sentence, as in saying, "Och, look at that wee cub." And that means a wee boy, a child, a little boy. And people from Letterkenny didn't know what that was, and I came in one day and I was telling them a story about when me and my brothers were young, and I said Ochie was just a cub, and they were like, "Cub? What's that?" And I could not believe it. And another one like that is weans. Weans is just children, you know. Weans is another word for kids, children, youth. I don't know. Like, "Och, you're only weans." Like, "Och, sure, they're only weans. Don't be doing that. They're just weans." We say howl on, or instead of hold is howl. Like, howl on a second, or, you know. And we also say "och" an awful lot, as in, "Och, would you howl on? Och, would you give me a minute?" It's just an exasperation. So yeah, we're always exasperated. Another thing I notice is that even when I'm speaking in these videos, I do put on a different voice. I put on a more proper voice, because I think if you heard me normally, you probably wouldn't understand much of what I'm saying. And also, Ireland itself is so very small, and within that small area, there is actually so many accents. Like, there's people from up in the mountain and they'll go, "Oh, sure, we'll have a glass of water and we'll be from Ballybrist and that'll just be how it'll be." And then you get people from Cookstown who just think they're wee hard lads and they say "bay" instead of "boy" and all that. And you get Belfast ones and Derry. To be honest, I think they sound quite similar. Derry and Belfast are just high, mate. Yeah, so there is a lot of different accents within this one little space, and that's all I really want to say. Thank you if you watched this the whole way through. I know it wasn't very funny or entertaining. It was really more of a educational video towards people who are not from this country. So if you did like it down here and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if there's any, I know there's no point me saying this, but if there's any sort of videos you would like me to do ranting about something, I will take into account and possibly do that. So yeah, thank you for watching.